horror's normally not my thing, but after seeing Halloween the original, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm slasher. Slasher movies are my thing now.
Now.
And you've recorded, you cheeky fucker.
Yes, I have. Yes, yes. I also forgot to move the microphone.
Sorry, guys. I'll talk like this.
Hello.
Yeah. Say and
yes. Connor's here.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately,
Yeah,
like
it's me and Connor. It's George and Connor back once again.
Matt, where is Matt?
Matt's,
oh,
it's Matt's sabbatical.
No, I forgot to bring. This Tom at work, who I may or may not have mentioned, he actually donated to the Patreon. I forgot to actually give it. But he donated £1.
£1 to the Get Matt House Fund.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I think we've got to change it to Help Matt Fund. Just in general.
The Help Matt
because he's on his medical sabbatical. So.
Is he?
Yeah. I said that last week. When you kept going, where's Matt? Yes, Matt. Where is Matt? I don't know why you sounded like Hartnell in this flashback.
Matt.
You were like, where is he? In a way. Aren't we all suffering?
Well,
you can't really say that because he doesn't know. Yeah, it's all sort of weird because he needs a Patreon fund.
No.
He's on his medical sabbatical, so you know it's the dawn of a new era. Oh, we'll just take it on. It's just a prolonged holiday.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So it's me, you, it's me, myself, and I. So I'd be editing this now.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is only a 10-minute video. Yeah.
The views will go straight back up.
Oh, we had a bit of a spike.
I know.
That was nice.
I mean, only temporary.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, we got 2 more subscribers.
I know, right?
23.
Thank you, Linda. Shout out to Linda.
Big Lynn.
Big Lynn.
Yo. I'm sorry if I've just insulted you, Linda. I'm very sorry. Very sorry. No, Lieutenant. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sounded more like Michael Caine.
Just stop.
Just stop.
No, she'll just like the video.
Yeah, I know. It's another Ed situation.
No, let's not talk about Ed.
Ed Petrie. Question
Petrie.
Guy from CBBC. Remember him? Ed and Oucho?
No, In and Out show.
Ed and Oucho. Oucho the Cactus.
No.
CBBC office.
Never saw any the cactus, no. Ed and
Oucho. And then there was,
Wait, it was a talking cactus?
He was a puppet.
Well, of course.
Yes. You know, cactuses don't talk.
After that, I'm not so sure now.
Yeah, cactuses don't talk. It was Ed and Oucho, the cactus puppet. There was Ian and Hacker. Ian went on to voice. He was a dog. Ian went on to voice Love Island.
Oh, great.
Tonight. Things are hotting up in the villa.
That shit.
But who's gonna stay on Love Island? Jack and Danny. I waited 17 weeks to get my Ian Sterling impression in, and it's time for me to go. Bye bye. Goodbye, my dears. Yeah, and then Christopher Johnson, who does Big Damn Cast. The Big Damn Cast. He does that.
Oh, damn.
He does that because he used to do CBBC with Hacker T-Dog. That was good. That was when CBBC was good. You know, Sarah Jane and all that jazz.
R.I.P. listeners. We miss you.
R.I.P. to the RTD era.
Copyright.
Your era's over.
Copyright.
Yeah, so we need a theme tune. So if any musical peoples out there, I'll put it on the Facebook and that later. Hit us up if you want to write us a theme tune.
Yeah.
We can't promise big monies, but we can promise something.
I mean, it's early budget. I mean, we will have to sing it for now.
Like 100 quid. Is that enough for a song?
Make it double.
These days, you know, aren't we all musicians in a way?
You're on fire with the fucking quotes already.
I know. I watched fucking Twice Upon a Time. That's why. I watched it. I got because you know on.
I was saying, I thought you got the 4K.
Oh no, I've got that for Christmas. Like, my mum's already ruined that for me. It's fine. That's alright. I'm up for that. I'm up for watching Hartnell. In a way. Yeah, so because iPlayer have all the new
The
era.
Doctor Who's on there. Yeah.
So what I did after I rewatched Rosa last week, fucking amazing. I thought, let's have the biggest tonal whiplash of my life and let's watch Twice Upon a Time.
Because why not?
Fucking hell, man. That's just, it's two different things.
Yeah.
It's
now and old.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I am younger, yes. Yeah, there's a few false starts. It's like, oh,
I am younger.
It's like if Capaldi had a decent writer and story and people had gave a shit and Moffat when he actually cared, then, you know, his era might have been good in a way.
Like Chibners. If he stayed for Series 11, like good old Chibners could have sorted him out.
Chibners.
I still wish Nardo and Bill would have stayed for at least this series.
I don't think Nardo and Bill needed to. Like, they could have.
I
think like you sort of get.
I think out of the two, Bill did.
You get enough out of them. I think.
Yeah.
Nardo and Bill.
Nardo, you have to sort of wait patiently. Then you can squeeze juice from him.
Oh yeah, Nardo is 100% better in Series 10 than in.
He sort of has his bits. He plucked bits out.
Return Doctor Mysterio is the worst thing.
And then.
You only put me back together again because you was lonely.
Really, Doctor?
Okay.
I mean, it sounds a bit awkward out of context, but...
Bill's nice. I miss Bill.
Hashtag Bill.
Talk about me, got a hashtag problem. You just watched Arachnids in the UK.
Yeah, it was Arachnid. I mean...
Should we do the Doctor Who bit? Should we do the Doctor Who bit at the beginning, or do you want to do the other shit first?
The other shit have we got?
Fuck
it, we're doing live.
We're doing it. Improv!
Yeah.
Speaking of improv, I need to watch the Inside Number 9 Halloween episode, because I haven't watched that yet.
I haven't even watched Inside Number 9.
You should. You'd like it.
That's another thing I need to add to my watch list.
It's because people have been raving about it so much on Twitter. It's like, I need to see it in my eyeballs, and obviously it's probably not going to be as good because it's not live that time. But
it's not on
quality.
Netflix, is it, or is it?
It's on iPlayer.
It's iPlayer. Okay.
Welcome to all the BBC.
No.
That's what it is. It's the Bubba, the British Broadcasting Cooperative fuckwits.
Money grabbing bastards.
Well, no, they're run by us, so the only money they're grabbing is the old television license, yeah. Oh, the old television, yes, black and white, all those days, so live. I just want to watch Hartnell.
Yeah.
Shall we waffle along the road and get to the arachnids under the bed at the end?
Yeah.
We got to go pick up parcel while you make your rubbish pakori.
I'm just sitting here like baffled by these fucking references, and I think about them like, oh, okay, I get where they're from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Typical. Yes, typical. Got a bit of old. Everyone loves Ewan McGregor, right?
You don't?
I mean, I'm yet to meet someone who doesn't like Ewan McGregor.
Alex Guinness is better though.
Alec
Guinness.
Yeah, Alec, not Alex.
Alec
to the Guinness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, he was
the same people will be back in greater numbers. You can't win Darth. They'll strike me down to become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. But just outside of Star Wars, Ewan McGregor's just cool.
Oh yeah.
He rides bikes. He's Scottish. That's cool.
Changes his look.
He's got a beard. He was in Trainspotting and Trainspotting 2.
Mm-hmm. Cool film.
I mean, more like Trainspotting because that was, better. But he's just not really been anything bad. Like, I haven't really ever seen Ewan McGregor in something I disliked.
No, I can't think of nothing.
I just think he should get more stuff.
Yeah.
Wasted. I saw, fucking, in the end I did see, what was it?
What was it?
Winnie the Pooh fucks a tree.
Robin Christopher.
Christopher Robin.
Robin Christopher, yeah.
Oh my god, that shit's sad.
Yeah, I know, right? It was... I knew bits of the Winnie the Pooh. I didn't know Winnie the Pooh had lore.
You know the basic sort of like...
Yeah, it was just Winnie the Pooh and his friends.
It was a cartoon. And,
I didn't know it was in the woods.
Oh, bother.
I just thought, oh, bother.
Oh,
Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin.
If now in the woods. Hey, just leave me
to die.
I'm depressed in New York. Nothing to say here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. He was wicked in Christopher Robin. He's wicked in like everything.
Yeah.
The Impossible. Salmon fishing in the Yemen.
Salmon fishing what?
Salmon fishing in the Yemen.
Salmon fishing the Yemen.
You sound like
What the fuck is that?
You sound like a mix between fucking
Eeyore and what?
Lenny from fucking Of Mice and Men and
Oh yeah, I do, don't I? I'll
something
back.
else. Put the rabbits, bang, dead. GCSE English. Anyway, what we talk about? Ewan McGregor. So basically, birds of prey. Conor.
Ah, birds of prey.
Birds of prey.
Batwoman.
Which they are
Huntress.
birds that oh no. Oh. I thought you meant like in nature, you know.
And
here we see
a
big fucking pigeon taking a shit on my car.
Well,
that must be the David Attenborough impression. But
we have an eagle. We have
and the basic watering hole of the Hertfordshire people.
Else. Well, yeah, Batwoman, Huntress, and Black Canary.
It's a movie, right?
A shitty movie, yeah.
Is it set in the DCEU? Do you care?
Not really. I mean, I didn't even know it was a thing till now.
Well, it's a thing, yes.
Yes.
And so basically, it's like a little ensemble thing of all the birds of prey, or just people that have a superhero name that sounds like an animal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's probably true to say that you probably wouldn't really give a shit about this movie anyway.
Not really. Ewan McGregor's in it. That's it.
Yeah. So Ewan McGregor is playing the villain. Who is he playing?
And Margot Robin is Harley Quinn.
Oh, Robbie's back in it.
Yeah, she's Harley Quinn. Yeah. Which is something. It's some sort of continuity.
It's like, let's try and do something,
tie in,
please.
Unlike the Sonyverse, unlike Venom.
Well, Venom.
Let's not get into that.
We are Venom. Pushy.
You didn't see that in the end, did you?
Oh, I saw it at the end.
You did?
My god, that's a pile of shit, but it's fun.
Exactly, yeah. I know it wasn't...
It makes no sense.
No.
Like, quick side note, why does Venom have two different ways of speaking? Sometimes he's like, really
yes,
like...
we're gonna kill you, and then...
Sometimes like articulate, and then he's like, sounds like the fucking... Like, he just sounds like a puppet. He's like,
what?
Yes, you're welcome. Yes. You are welcome.
What? Go that way.
Take a touch.
Jump off the building.
Oh, when he goes,
Pussy.
Pushy.
Yeah. No, it's good. Yeah, it's entertaining.
It's a pile of steaming shite, but it's
entertaining
it's
shite. Yeah, it is set in the DC extended universe.
It's set in the DCEU.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie will reprise her role as Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. So there's Black Canary, Huntress, The Question that must never be asked, hidden in plain sight. The question you've been running from all your
Montoya.
life.
Oh, I know Montoya. He's
Doctor
a cop. A cop.
Doctor Who.
But she goes evil.
Doctor Who.
She goes evil.
She goes evil, and she just looks like a person.
No, I was like there for a question.
Okay, so it's a gang movie, women power, yay!
Wonder Woman 2.0, kind of.
Wonder Woman 1983. Oops. Missed out by one bloody year, eh?
I thought it was 1978, not 83.
London 1984.
No, what, madam? What year is this?
2018. Jesus H. Right. Oh my god. Yeah, so Ewan McGregor's playing the villain. Who is he playing? Conor.
Black Mask. I don't know if he actually sounds like that, but Black Mask.
He's playing
Roman Sionis.
Okay. Bless you.
Yeah. What? I know who's my shit.
Oh, good for you. You know something. Black Mask.
Yeah, Roman
so is
Sionis.
he just a bloke in a black mask?
Yeah, literally.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a Black Skull. He's like Ghost Rider, but like Black Skull.
Okay, so that's going to be fun. Hello there.
I think he kind of gets it burnt onto his head, or
like the film, Jim Carrey film, The Mask. Is that what it's like?
I don't want to say that, but I
mean, I'd watch Ewan McGregor do that.
He's born to wealthy, so I'm just for your sake,
glossing
I'm
over
going to
bio.
read the story of the character so I can understand what he is. He's a Bruce Wayne. He's a twat. You know, the doctor carelessly dropped him on his head. And his parents covered up the
The
entire
Doctor.
incident.
The Doctor's
Which
here.
one, though?
I don't remember what body I was in.
Years later, he was attacked by a rabid raccoon.
Oh, Rocket Raccoon.
Fuck
So
is
how
this?
many
Guardians of the Galaxy? We've got Doctor Who in this.
How many crossovers?
This is in a DC comic.
How many crossovers can one do?
Yeah, he was friends with Batman, I knew that. Or Bruce Wayne, I should say.
Jimmy Barnett looks horrible. Genius at work. Look at that, yes. Keep reading. Is that what it says?
Yeah, it's Morse code, folks. Morse code, folks.
Is it in Braille?
No, it's reading it backwards.
It says go fuck yourself.
I'm reading right to left.
Why?
It doesn't really say anything. I thought it would tell you like what it is, but yeah, basically he's a rich bitch like Bruce Wayne, except he goes
so
collecting
like
evil.
Doctor Doom, but
Yeah, except he gets it stuck to his head somehow.
Yeah, Doctor Doom does that. He has the mask stuck to his face.
In
the first Fantastic Four movie, that's all I remember.
the good one.
Yeah, let's call it that.
We're good at the bunch. Yeah, no, I like that.
Well, it's the best out. It's the best out of the live action
Trilogy.
portrayal of the Fantastic Four on film, on your camera and in your eye holes.
Marvel, Kevin Feige, if you're listening, just resurrect them characters and actually do them justice.
Well, they're gonna once the fucking monopolisation deal goes through, we're all doomed.
Because we're in like phase 2 of that now. I think it's going ahead.
No.
We're going.
No, Infinity War was phase 3.
No, I know the films.
I know it was a joke about negotiations and the fact they've got phases.
No.
London, 1964.
Fantastic Four reboot writer apologises for the film. I mean, that's
Does he?
Sorry about that one, guys.
Well, because it was shit. But then apparently, wasn't he Josh Trank, the director, the one that like bitched about it? Like, this is a different movie to what I made because they cut most of it out.
They did. I had 3 dream projects. One was Marvel.
Jeremy Slater.
One was Star Wars, and the third, of course, was Stephen King. He said.
You're reading too quietly. The microphone cannot.
I said Stephen King.
That's better.
All right, 3 projects. He wanted to do a Marvel film, and he said sorry for that.
Mm-hmm.
The next project was going to be a Star Wars film. He didn't specify what.
Oh yeah, because then he got booted from. It was meant to be Boba Fett, wasn't it? That was the rumour. It was the Boba Fett movie, is what Josh Trank.
But he was meant to be directing it.
Yeah, but then because everyone found out he was an arsehole on thingy, then
and
like,
he did a shit Marvel film. And he was like, no.
Yeah, shit Marvel film. They were like, no, petty.
Another symbol is a while away. Yeah, fantastic. No, it ain't fantastic. Yeah, please, Kevin Feige, save the characters, because I did
do something with it.
I liked them when I was about 7. They were cool. I'm reading their comics now on Marvel Unlimited. It's not the same. I can't get into them. They're cheesy as fuck. I'm sorry, it's turned into a rant.
Rant. It's a rant, you
It's
bastard.
the ranty. It's the
ranty.
It's the ranty.
Ranty.
Ranty and uncle. The ranty.
We walk on its back, breathe its air, eat its food, and do my will.
What the hell was that from?
The Doctor's Wife.
See, I've only seen the episodes like once. How do you know these fucking quotes? How many times have you watched them?
It's in my head. It's real!
Ugh. Jesus.
Jesus Christ, when a child is... It's, yeah. So did we finish talking about Ewan McGregor? I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we did.
I don't remember.
I think we kind of did.
I remember this. Almost remember. It's November.
November,
So
yes.
November, when... I was going to say when this comes out, but we're also recording in November.
Inception.
Which is a great film and someone should see it.
It is. Confusing as fuck, but a good one-off film.
I haven't watched it in years.
I've watched most of it.
I would very much like to watch it again, but I can't be bothered.
Just get it in 4K.
Speaking of 4K, Jurassic World comes out on Monday in 4K. Fallen Kingdom.
Woo! Woo!
Can you please not top it out? This is my job now. You're
Jesus
doing
Christ! First thing you tell me to not promote the fucking channel, and then when
I
I'm
didn't tell you
having
not to promote the
fun,
fucking channel.
then when I'm having fun, you tell me to calm the fuck down. What do you want, George?
I want your kneel before the mitral suture.
No, fuck
It's ironic because I don't own Pyramids of Mars. Also, you know what happens this month? You know what we get in the post from Amazon?
Yes, we do. But then when I think of it, I miss that guy over there.
How's that search going for Tom Baker? If anyone's wondering what we're on about, the re-release of Doctor Who seasons on Blu-ray, season 19 comes out this month.
Yeah, the Davison series.
Yeah, you put it in Peter's box set. Yes, you bought Peter's box set, but you didn't buy mine, Conor. Why?
Because you didn't give me no fucking jelly babies with it.
There's no jelly babies in the Blu-ray. You can't eat high definition jelly babies.
No, but you can visually.
No, you can't. Yeah. It's all a lie. It was filmed in the 70s.
Yeah, no, but I got Tommy.
I honestly think that one day you will find it. Yeah, that is
one day I shall come back.
One day I shall buy the box set.
Yes, I will buy
Until
the box.
then, there will be no tiers, no pre-orders, no regulations and shipping fees. Just go forward in all of your bonus features and prove to me that I am not mistaken in my purchase. Goodbye, Tom. Goodbye, my dear. Really
good girl, Sarah.
You're a good seller, Amazon. I don't know what that was.
No. Tom, I will find you and I will get
I will buy you.
I won't kill you. I won't kill you.
You'll just watch him in all of his splendour. Splendor.
I need to get back to his marathon. I was in the middle of Robot.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even get started. I'm in the middle of the Robot.
How is that going? Because you watch Doctor Who in the most confusing way possible. You just...
well, that's Doctor Who in general.
No,
you should see my Big Finish collection. You should see the order of that.
No, but that's fine, because that's not real. But no, it is real. It is in continuity, because not every Doctor confirmed it. We're just going to go on another fucking Doctor Who round before we talk about anything else, which is fine. I get that you can jump around with it, because, it's not real. It's a TV show, and it takes place anywhere
like most other time and space. Like most other form of media.
Yeah. But you rewatch it in the most confusing way possible by watching sometimes multiple Doctors at once.
I did somehow.
Tell the ladies and gentlemen some of the orders you have watched this in. Well,
you see, it was about, I'd say it honestly, about a year ago, or January time, just after Christmas.
Basically a year at this point, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, fuck it. I mean,
fuck it.
Year's already
round it up.
Yeah, it might be a year and a half now.
It is if you round it down.
No, John
Barrowman, was it, the house? John Barrowman.
John Backer. No, Pertwee. Pertwee's was like the first Doctor chronologically I completed. So I started off with Spearhead.
Oh, did you actually watch all that in order?
Yeah, no, Pertwee was fine.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Pertwee, I did that.
Yes, you did that, yes.
Yeah, Pertwee, but then Colin Baker was the first Doctor that I actually had them all without knowing I had them all. I actually had all of his without knowing I had all of them.
Oh yeah, because he's only got 11, isn't he?
Where is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11.
11, yeah, alright, fine.
Yes.
Yeah, 11. So yeah, I had his without knowing all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought he would be a good Doctor to start off with. And chronologically, in terms of release dates, he was the first Doctor you would have completed if you got them all.
As in as soon as they come out.
So I mean, it made sense.
I just wait.
I mean, yeah, you're you, but I just thought...
Well, I'm nearly done. What do you want from me?
Nearly?
Until the Africans discover more.
It might be Colombians.
Please find Dalek's master plan.
Yeah, that is just the only one I really want.
And a very Merry Christmas to all of you at home.
No.
Yeah, so you Pertwee, and then you Collined it.
Yeah, Pertwee and Collined it. And then... I'm in the middle of silving it.
It'll explode.
McCoying it.
Every decision we make creates ripples.
But I'm
like a boulder dropping in a lake.
3/4 of the way through McCoy.
What, is in a season of McCoy, or is in the whole McCoy?
The whole McCoy era, that's 12.
So what, you're in the last season then? You on Battlefield?
Nemesis.
Oh, you're on Nemesis.
Oh, you're nearly
Poor
there.
fucker.
Nearly there. I know, it's meant to be the shit one, I know. It's the 25th anniversary.
Silver Nemesis.
Yeah, it's meant to be shit. Shitty Nemesis. Yeah.
It's
Not cool, shitty Nemesis. They're cool Nemesis, but just fucking shitty story.
That's a lot of the 80s Who, though.
Cybermen. Yeah, but they were actually watching it. They're not that bad. Even the Colin ones, they're weak, but they're not bad.
I think you get to a point where enough time has passed for you to look back more fondly. But I imagine if I'd watched some of that at the time in the 80s, I would have...
You would have given up.
I would have clawed my own eyeballs out.
It's worse than Whittaker. It's worse than Jodie, how I was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, there's a nice impression of the YouTuber commenters / yourself in the past.
Yeah.
It's good now. We'll get onto arachnids. So it's weird though because you've sort of almost watched all of 80s Who, but
most of it. I just need to
you just didn't bother with Davison, like.
Not yet.
No,
because I'm watching Tom, and I feel like if I just skip to Logopolis...
So you've gone Patrick, Colin, still on McCoy, back on Tom, Hartnell.
Yeah, because that was the most recent thing. Back in the summer, I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm going to watch Hartnell, because I watched New Who. Okay, and I did New Who too. But I did all that in order. So
yeah, but that's the only way to do it. You can't do that out of order.
You can't do Series 1 and Series 7 and Series 2.
No, Series 1, Series 7B.
Series 6A, Series 3.1. Yeah, no.
That series in 2016 that we didn't have.
Yeah.
Series 6B with Jamie. Yeah, so then you went back to Hartnell.
Yeah. Which...
Have you done any Troughton?
No, well, I have watched... did I watch them?
There's only 3
Dominators. I haven't watched Dominators. See, I see all of them, but then yours is lackluster.
Well,
out of all the ones like this.
Okay, because for me, logic-wise, I am leaving Hartnell and Troughton to last in the hope that stories are either found or finished with animated reconstruction.
Of course.
Because I'm already sick and tired of rebuying box sets.
Well, BBC, okay, just as a little concept idea, I understand that you might be in underway of making every fucking first Doctor Who collection box sets, because I reckon, like I said to you, before Peter Davison got announced, season 12, Tom Baker, fine, good choice, but I thought they were going to do like the first series of each Doctor.
I still think they're going to do that.
So, that's what I'm saying,
I think they're going to have to leave those till last, in case, because even reconstructing is going to take time.
BBC, don't do that. Okay,
we'll film them again.
Yeah, just remake them. Make them black and white and remake them.
No, I think you can't disrespect
the original, you might say. Yeah, no, but...
Well, because if they've got all the soundtracks and all the recordings, thanks to amazing fans from the 60s, like that's the only...
Thank you, fans!
That are probably dead.
Unfortunately.
Like, those are the people that have saved early Who. I mean, there was a time when even, like, poetry stories were missing. Like, that's the reason Invasion of the Dinosaurs only exists in black and white, the first episode.
Mind of Evil as well.
Oh, yeah.
Mind of Evil. All of it was black and white.
Yeah, and then they did, like, there's a colorisation option for Invasion of the Dinosaurs on special features.
There is, which is how I watched it.
I just play all.
You should play all. Yeah,
I don't have time to search through menus.
Well, no, it was actually just special feature. It was there. It just said on off. I was like, oh, turn it on. And
you're like, on.
Yeah, literally.
Turn it on.
Yeah,
because they're going to have to. For logistically, they're either going to do... well, ideally they want to do all 26 seasons. Have it in the house. But in the grand scheme of things, if they don't do that,
20.
First one of each Doctor?
At the moment, yeah. But like you say...
That's a more realistic goal at the moment.
For us completionists, though, like you say, it's going to get annoying rebuying all the boxes, so...
Well, I've rebought Series 1 so many times. That's the thing. Series 4 hasn't got the fucking Steelbook release yet. That's pissed me off. I want that. I think it's because everyone moaned about like being the wrong master on it.
Yeah.
I reckon that's fucked me. But I want more space by getting rid of that chunky one for a nice smooth Steelbook.
I can actually visualise it. Oh yeah, that is a big fucker, isn't it?
It is.
It's a big fucker.
Imagine having 3 more of them.
No.
And then now
Paul McGann will get squished. He'd be erased from the continuity.
Where's Paul McGann's box set going to be?
Well, he's probably be just a digipack. No,
I want him like that. I want a nice big Paul McGann picture, which would obviously probably have a
couple of big Finnish audios in it as well.
Yeah, couple, and maybe then you have little leaflet of them, this is where you get them all from. Maybe cherry pick 3 of his best ones, like Chimes of Midnight.
One from the Charlie era, one from Lucy, one from the modern Time War short-haired shit.
Yeah, like one of the Dark Wars, not Dark Wars.
Dark Eyes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you're on point. Nearly there.
I nearly did.
Yeah.
I don't.
No. Good.
Is it obvious that I don't listen to Big Finish?
No. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yay! I will get into it once I finish that.
Mm.
I'm gonna, but I just don't know. Limited space in this room.
Yeah.
So like, you'd have like TV movie, Night of the Doctor.
Yeah, Night of the Doctor.
Maybe like 3 audios if you got space, and like maybe
how
an
many's,
off.
how many's in a box set? 5, 6. How many's in there? Series 12 is what, 5 stories?
Season 12, yeah, 5. But
and
then it's
19 is what, 6? Is it?
7. It's
fucking hell, 7.
Castrovalva, 4 to Doomsday, Kinda, Visitation,
Black Orchid, Earthshock,
Time Flight, Earthshock, Time Flight. 7.
Okay.
That's going to save me a lot of space.
It is.
Happy about that.
No, I'm only thinking because.
Imagine when we get the Key to Time box set.
Oh, good lord.
Good God.
No, I'm only thinking because.
What, like have 5 things in it?
Well, maybe 7. Key to Time was 6.
I don't think you don't. I think you could do.
I don't know, 5 or 6.
I think, you do TV movies.
You can't just
do
do
Night of the
4.
Doctor, you do like a couple of Big
Because
Finish audios.
Because you just say you want a box set like that. If they do.
Maybe the Shard. Like flash animation from the Shard flash animation from the BBC website.
Yeah, because you can watch that.
Scream of the Shalka, stick that on there.
But it's not his Doctor.
But it's in that sort of era, like the Wilderness Years. You could almost like make it into a box set about the time rather than the Doctor. Like you make it into like
the missing years.
Yeah, like the Wilderness Years, like trying to patch it up.
Doctor Who the Collection. The Wilderness
Doctor Who
Years
Collection 1996. I don't know.
96 equals Wilderness. So they have to call it something. They can't just call it season 26.2 or like 26B.
I think they just call it the 8th Doctor.
But then that would be inconsistent with that.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've kind of fucked it. So I don't think they'll probably include that. I think.
Or they might just shove McCoy with the end of McCoy. They fuck McCoy. They'll put McGann with McCoy, or they'll put McGann with Eccleston. I don't know. Like, how would they?
Well, no, because they don't really need to re-release New Who. I mean, that's confusing enough already.
It'll be New Who.
New Who was a character in Teletubbies.
New.
Well, no, because they've obviously got to do things with season 21's going to have the Twin Dilemma in it.
Yeah, but then whose Doctor's going to? Well, it's going to have to be both, isn't it? It's going to be like maybe it'll be like a reversible cover where one side of it, one light will be Dave's
one. Like,
yeah, exactly. It'll be yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Also, they're going to have to do the same thing with season 4 because you've got Smuggler's 10th Planet and then Power of the Daleks.
And you got. Yeah.
Well, I think because it's worse in the States and like other places, it's packaged as. That's packaged as Tom Baker, like
series 1, isn't it?
Tom Baker season 1.
Yeah,
and then it's Peter Davison season 1. So how are they going to do Troughton season 1, even though it's the same season? At least we've done it properly. So like you have season 4, so you'd have Hartnell sort of on the cover with the Cybermen and that, but like the main
in the corner of the cover might have a bit. Have
not in the corner, but like less prominent than Troughton because it's
the
fucking
still Hartnell season,
still a Troughton season that season 4.
And
the same with like season 21, like that's not a fucking Colin Baker season. That's
no. But I still think they should
with,
make
like,
it
the
like
weirdest shit.
Holographic or something.
Yeah, but you'd have to. Yeah, but you'd have to include each Doctor in that's in the same season in that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's only for a couple of the seasons.
I mean, I want season 22,
which is Arc Infinity.
No, Attack of the Cybermen.
Oh yeah, the good series. Yeah, arguably the good season. I don't know. I don't mind Trial of a Time Lord. I know it weren't perfect.
I don't mind Colin Baker. It's just a thing.
Yeah, I mean the audio changed the whole perspective of the character.
Yes,
it is like the lost.
You said you are like the Big Finish boy.
No, but the Colin Baker Big Finish boy, like he's
far from being all over.
He is the best expanded Doctor. I mean, Paul McGann. I know you had the one story, and I'm so sorry, but you're a tad bit overrated, tiny bit, with some of your stories.
Oh, Paul McGann, yeah, they're definitely more mixed.
The one I'm listening to now is the Nymon.
Oh, your favourite Doctor Who villain of all time, the Nymon.
And they don't get revealed until part 3-ish. They don't get.
But isn't that good because it's the Nymon?
Oh, no, it's fucking.
Mercy, Lord Nymon.
It's meant to be a surprise. I mean, all right, it's my fault because I accidentally read that the Nymon are in it, but I just mean the way they sort of build it up and hint at it. It's not the Nymon at all. that felt like a gimmick. They just thought, oh look, we've run out of ideas. Oh, but them.
Oh no, it's the Chumblies from Galaxy 4.
Yeah. Are they actually called the Chumblies? Or not? Is that
the Chumblies in Galaxy 4?
Are they actually called the Chumblies, or did you just...
The Chumblies, yeah.
They are called the Chumblies? I didn't even know.
They're like little round...
Because that's on Aztecs, isn't it? Special edition. You can get Galaxy 4 as a bonus feature.
Yes,
I believe. Yeah. I need to watch Galaxy 4. I need to watch freaking Keys of Marinus.
We need to watch From the Beginning onwards. And speaking of From the Beginning onwards, I don't have anywhere this segue's going, so you've got something we can talk about.
Well...
In a way...
Well, Big Finish, did you see the... What was it called? The something of March? The all-women Big Finish box set.
Oh, on Women's Independence Day? Or...
Yeah, the 8th of March?
No? I don't know.
Some shit of March? I don't know. The something of March. No, but it's
the something of March.
The all-women box set. Special
it's got
edition.
Madame Vastra and stuff in it.
Everyone's in it, yeah.
Every single person is in it.
It is.
Yet no one's in it at all.
No.
But
the 4th Doctor sales disappointing. I'm gutted about that.
Speaking of disappointment,
Arachnids in the UK.
No, you
Me?
We're a bit. Well, it's Halloween week, so
It was, yeah.
Is there a certain Michael Myers that you would wish to discuss?
The reboot, well, the 3rd reboot. Yeah, the good Michael Myers. He's back, guys. He's back. Halloween is back. Friday the 13th, like, going slightly off topic, it was successful because Friday the 13th with LeBron James, out of all people, is coming. You get a reboot of that.
Lovely.
I'm presuming this time next week, or by the time this recording ends, we'll probably get Nightmare on Elm Street.
They'll call us straight away.
Oh yeah, no, we'll be like secret sponsors or something. Yeah, no, Nightmare on Elm Street is possibly coming back. Everything is going to come back. Slasher movies are back. Halloween was
Speaking of Nightmare on Elm Street, I went to the football on Wednesday and ended up...
What has that got to do with fucking...
Excuse me. Ended up in a establishment for drinking that was playing Nightmare on Elm Street.
What?
It was, they had a massive projector screen that they played Nightmare on Elm Street. It had the sound off and like the lights off, but it was... Just turn the music.
What, the original?
Yeah, just turn the music off. That's what they should have done. Just turn the music off, put the sound on. I mean, I hate the film anyway because it fucking scares the shit out of me since I was a kid. So, no, thank you.
It wasn't that bad.
No, but just like for me psychologically after seeing it.
It's okay.
I just want to see it again, Conor, please.
I
fucking hate it.
No, this is good. We're getting the backstory from you. Like,
yeah.
The viewers are learning more about you every week.
I was abused by Freddy Krueger.
There, George.
Okay. It's horrible.
It's okay, George.
Yeah. Yeah, that was how it linked to Nightmare on Elm Street. That's all I wanted to say.
That was a random segue.
I thought that was pretty cool to sort of have that as in a pub on Halloween, just like, let's play Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck not? No. I'd still say Halloween out of all of them, from what I've seen so far. Okay. Because I'm not the expert on horror.
Give us a rundown of
the new one.
Yeah, give us a plot.
Random generic characters who they're not related to any of the original films walk in prison. Michael Myers is there, maskless. They're like, yo, we want to interview you for the Pasty Sheep podcast. No, they have got their own podcast. Like, yo, we want to interview you, bitch. Turn around and show your fucking face. What's that? You're not saying anything, Myers? Well, guess what? We've got your mask. And at that point, it's basically Arkham Asylum. Everyone goes loony and goes, it's like a montage of them acting like fucking loonies. Then, title sequence. The original thing, the original soundtrack, 80% of the film is ripped straight from the original Halloween. John Carpenter, you're a genius. It was cool. It was brilliant. Then the last half of the movie goes in its own weird direction, in a good way. Ends up being visually quite terrifying. I mean, you think Nightmare on Elm Street from the 80s is nothing, and yeah, heartbreaking and wrenching. Well, fucking Michael Myers in 2018, in 4K, that's going to be a nightmare. An absolute living nightmare. I mean...
Okay, Is that all the plot? There's like anything else? Like, what does Michael Myers do?
Well, he
What
kills
does,
people.
What does Jamie Lee Curtis do?
She is badass. She's like a tribute to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She, well, compared to her in the original, innocent little girl doesn't know anything about boogeymen. In this film, all she does is basically isolate her family. They don't speak to her because she made them live she. I can't get my words out. Jamie Lee Curtis is a badass, but she doesn't know how to spend time with her family because all she drills into the family is that the boogeyman's coming to get you. You better get trained. But the family's like, oh no, the boogeyman ain't real. You know, I want to live a normal life, mummy. But she's like, no, he's going to come and get you every Halloween. So for the next 40 years, they don't talk because, they just think they've got a crazy mother. And it turns out on the one Halloween, he comes back and he comes home. But the thing is, because it's Halloween, no one fucking bothers him because they just think it's a guy in a costume.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I didn't like is the fact that he kept walking from scene to scene everywhere and no one did nothing because they just thought, oh, he's a guy in Halloween. He's a guy in a costume. And you could just sort of walk in from scene to scene and be like, oh, he's killed someone there. Oh, look, he's killed someone there. But no one gave a fuck until it happened. But then it ends up, presumably, Michael Myers is dead. But that's with every other Halloween film. You think he's dead, but he'll probably come back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know my reviews are always roundabout.
You're getting the quieter again. I'm leaning away from the microphone.
I know, but guys, if you want to hear me, you turn the volume.
Just...
No, alright, I know my reviews are roundabout, but I don't want to fucking spoil it. See it. I'm no expert on Halloween. I literally saw the original 2 weeks ago on 4K. I said risk it. I said fuck it for a biscuit. I'm buying it.
Make that a t-shirt.
Fuck it for a biscuit. 2019. Yeah, fuck it for a biscuit. No, I just literally blind purchased it because my mate from work, Adam. Shout out to you, Adam.
Does he subscribe?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, he's cool.
Shout out.
Adam Street made me watch it, and because of him, he's made me into a man. And he made me...
what else did he do to you?
Well,
show me on the doll where he touched you.
That's for...
He touched me here.
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Whoa, I'm not next.
On the next episode
of the Paste Sheet podcast thing.
Guys, stay tuned.
Please don't. Please do not throw hands at me.
No, I mean, alright, you can, in your reviews, you fucking spoil shit, but I'm like, no, I'm leading,
Well, because I assume that, if you haven't seen it, then don't listen and come back, and if you don't really care about spoilers, then just listen to me waffle shit, really. That's the way I do it. It's the way I do that. I think you'll find that's how the people want to be told things.
In your opinion.
Well, it's just the way I do it. You could do. What would you give it out of
Michael Myers?
Yeah, how many Michael Myers would you give it out of 2000?
I'd give it. I'd give it a good 9 out of 10. Other than Michael being from scene to scene without any explanation and without having no one sort of go, oh, you're not meant to be in there. What the fuck are you doing? If that was in it, and he was just because he doesn't say anything. If he just turned around and killed people, that'd be perfect. But because none of that happened, that's my only little criticism with it.
Okay.
Minor thing, I know, but it still bothered me a little bit.
What was your score out of 10? I didn't.
9 Michael Myers out of 10 pumpkins.
Cool. Ooh, spooky. I saw a film yesterday that Conor, not you, is probably really happy that I'm going to talk about. If he listens, I don't know. But I thought Slaughterhouse Rules. The Nick Frost, Simon Pegg produced.
Did it rule?
I'm getting to that.
Sorry, I'm impatient.
I know. The Nick Frost, Simon Pegg produced action comedy horror film set in a boarding school where stuff happens, and it is so funny. It's so very Cornetto trilogy-esque in its humour. It's not directed by Edgar Wright. I don't remember who it was directed by, but there are sort of touches of that. Like how we can sometimes edit to the beat of the music is sometimes sort of done in the film. It's Simon Pegg plays a teacher called Meredith something, who he loves cricket, and that's funny. Margot Robbie's in it briefly as his ex-girlfriend that went to Africa to help save children's lives. Nick Frost plays a druggie called Woody, who used to go to the school. So basically, the basic plot is a guy called Don, kid, 19, 20, around there, I don't know, probably 17. He looks about 20. His mum enrolls him at the Slaughterhouse Academy, which is a big private school, and big grounds, lots of stuff. Good advert made to look like it's on a VHS. And she's doing it so that he can make his dead dad proud, I think. So he goes there. Asa Butterfield's in it as he moves in with him, that's his roommate in the dorm. Michael Sheen is the head teacher of this school that's got a bit of a shady past of how, the person got the land, and there's the forest is out of bounds. I think there's a blatant Harry Potter line reference rip-off. About all those, the forest is out of bounds to those who do not wish to suffer a horrific and most painful death. They say that. They've got head boys and that. It's very sort of it's on borderline of self-parody, which I like. It doesn't take itself too seriously because there is a lot of piss to be taken out of these people, especially Matt Clegg, who seems very Nazi-ish in his approach to schooling. Beating people up. He's like the horrible prefect head boy thing. Bit of a prick. Michael Sheen is funny. Simon Pegg and him play off each other very well, even though all those kind of people aren't really in it that much. They're very much background and window dressing to the bigger story with these kids, which obviously it's a 15 action comedy horror. There's gonna be a sex scene in it.
Well, there has to be.
But which transpires in this as a Latin orgy.
Oh, all right.
Because they take Latin and then there's an initiation ritual for you to become, I think when you're in upper sixth, to become, basically popular. Mm. The Minotaur ties you up to pillars and wanks you off while everyone else is just getting drunk and having sex by a pond.
Okay.
It was so funny. It's one of the fun. It's, for me, enjoyment level, stupidity-wise, better than the Meg.
Better than the Meg?
Yeah. That's a hell of a
review.
Better than the Meg.
That's saying something, because, the Meg was probably, a 2 out of 10 in my
No, the Meg was an 8 out of 10. The Meg was a solid, good time. It's like
6 or 7.
It's like how you enjoyed Venom, even though it's shit. You can admit it's shit.
It was shit. But it was better
you can
than
enjoy
I thought.
it. Yeah. You can enjoy it for its stupidity because you can just switch off and just
Batman Robin.
Yeah.
Batman Robin.
Yeah.
Bread and butter.
It's that kind of thing.
Marmite.
I think you will fucking love it because there's so the main conflict of the forest being shut is there's frackers harvesting gas from under the school. They're in the school ground, harvesting it to sell it and stuff, and that's where these creatures come from that look devolved grey slug things, but then have arms and are very dog-like and eat people. So it's very sort of like that. So almost like a piranha piss takey sort of horror thing of let's it's not really threatening, but let's act threatening.
I was is it a comedy? Is it horror? What is it meant to be?
It's an action comedy horror.
Action comedy. Oh, I see.
Because there's them fighting them. It's a lot of. It's a lot more comedy than it is horror. The body horror elements, because obviously only being a 15 aren't major.
Yeah.
You'll see people get eaten a lot.
A lot.
It's funny. It's it's enjoyable. It's a great time. There's some stupid stuff in there. There's great one-liners. I can't wait to see it again.
I mean, that's how I feel about Halloween. Sorry guys if I confused you in my review, but no, it was cool. Better than I thought. George thought better than you thought, or did you think it was going to be great from the start?
What sort of? I didn't.
You saw the trailer. You were it was amazing.
I saw the trailer immediately. It was almost it's very sort of because I love the Cornetto trilogy films, Shaun the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End. I love them. Yeah. They're great. They are probably some of my favourite films ever.
Yeah, I think I've seen World's End.
Oh yeah.
Shaun of the
That
Dead.
might be my favourite.
Yeah. Yeah, I've tried to.
But
watch
like
that.
they're all great because they're all sort of part of British cinema history. Because it was Edgar Wright saying this is how we can make films, and we can make them fun, and we can make them genre and great.
Genre.
So like after seeing the trailer, I was like, well, I'm up for seeing a Simon Pegg Nick Frost film. Like,
Oh yeah.
that's without question.
Mm.
Like even though they're not really in it as much as you think they would be,
No.
it's like I'll still see it, and then you just have a lot of fun along the way with, you know, almost like a St. Trinian's meets Piranha, Shaun of the Dead sort of hybrid thing. That's what it is. So it's like that kind of thing.
Mm.
A lot of fun, really enjoyable.
Well,
Good. It flew by as well. Like I don't even remember what the runtime was. It just flew by. Like I was laughing from start to finish.
well,
It's great when those films just sort of like, I don't know how long I've been in here, but like, oh, suddenly it's the end of the film. You're like, oh, I want more.
well, so yeah, let me know when you're off and invite me. I'll see it.
Yeah, we'll go again. Definitely.
Slaughterhouse.
Yes. Slaughterhouse rule. It does rule. Film that I want to see, Bohemian Rhapsody. Not just for the troubled production behind the scenes on that film, just to see if it actually turned out any good, like Solo. I just want to see what the fuck's happening. Plus, who doesn't love a bit of Freddie Mercury and Queen?
I mean, yeah. No, Mum went to see it.
Yeah.
Mum went to see it the other day.
What's I forget what's your mum's name?
Louise.
Louise.
Shout out to Louise.
Shout out Connor's mum.
Yeah.
What did she think of Bohemian Rhapsody? Has she only seen it once? Because I know she has a thing to, you know, she saw Mamma Mia like
she has a thing.
Well, she saw like Mamma Mia like 17 million times.
3 or 4. A bit of slight exaggeration.
That's why. Why? What is her opinions on Bohemian Rhapsody? Just call her.
She enjoyed it.
Get her to call in.
No, she said she enjoyed it. Like Mum and Nan went. I was going to go, but I was working that day. Unfortunately, I didn't know where I was off or on. But unfortunately, I was off. But no, they said like they reckon that I would enjoy it, but it's not one that I wouldn't. I'm not missing out on much.
Yeah,
if I went to see it,
you would get something
you'd
out
still
of it.
enjoy it.
Yeah,
and I'd learn from it, which is what I like.
Well, because the only thing that sort of was a bit iffy for me, like not just like Bryan Singer and that, and all the allegations that then came forward for him, but like the sort of the troubled thing with actually trying to make the film and finish it, but also because it transpired that it wouldn't focus on Freddie Mercury's personal life and his own, which is a big part of his story, because I think Brian May wanted it to be more of a Queen film than a Freddie Mercury film.
I see,
like a Queen film in which Freddie Mercury exists rather than Freddie Mercury's whole story, even though the marketing is like the only thing better than their music is his story. So you're already putting more of a focus on Mercury anyway, because he's, to be fair, he's what we're all there to see. Is whether Rami Malek is any good, and he looks fucking insane.
Yeah, he's a good actor in what I've seen him in. Like, he's another
he looks a bit too. Yeah, he looks a bit too young though to be playing. Because I know Sacha Baron Cohen was attached to that film for years.
Yeah,
and he would have been good.
Good old Borat.
It would have been nice to see him do a serious role.
Freddie Borat.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Bo Rap. Because apparently I think it ends with Live Aid. Like that's sort of like the climate. That's like the climax of where the film is, like that performance.
Oh, okay.
Either that, but then there's like things from what I've like films. I don't know. I'm not very good on my Queen musical history.
Neither am I. Like I don't.
But it's around that sort of era, so it doesn't sort of go on to be, you know, his story and his like
when they're old
fight with
like
in his fight with AIDS, and then obviously losing his life and that, and that's sort of. I know, like you want to sort of make it as simple a thing as you can, but that's such a big part of Freddie's life that I think even not referencing it, if they don't, which is, you know, conflicting reports, I have to go and see it for myself, then I think that's sort of a big opportunity missed, because you have to talk about these kind of things, because he was obviously ridiculed and felt like unsafe talking about that kind of stuff for years, until obviously it was just like too late, because he had AIDS and then died. It's
quite simple, really.
I think you kind of, even though it's a horrible thing, you have to do justice to him and his story by sort of
going in depth and
not in
just-
like not
well,
in
well,
depth, but just sort of like
yeah,
pointing
just
a light
at least
to it,
telling
like,
what it
sort
is.
of, yeah.
Getting the message
Because
across.
that was part of him in the end, and he sort of like was always very much a showman on stage and wouldn't let anything
Get to him.
Yeah, it was like it was a different person. It was like it was an act for him. It was like, don't care what's happening out there. This is right here.
Just
is
like
what I'm being.
Just like the Macho Man Randy Savage from the sounds of it.
Exactly like the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, why are you laughing? You probably don't know who he is.
Neither do I care.
The amount of dislikes you'll get for that.
Oh, you'll get them too because your name's on this.
Oh.
Oh yes, bitch.
And the only thing missing is man. Hashtag
Who?
Oh, wait. Smith.
Yeah, I'm here. So yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with Bo Rap. Bad Times at the Royale, still haven't seen. Still need to see that.
So do I.
Good things.
Yeah, like.
Stop sitting away from the microphone.
Well, guys, I want to talk to you like this. Look, see, I'm getting picked up. Like,
It's only because you're shouting though. Just like, come sit in the microphone.
I'm getting old. I'm tired.
I know you're tired, but so am I. But we need to.
Tired.
It's just because you can go.
So I'm getting comfortable, and then you guys can't fucking hear me.
Yeah, exactly. But then it's going to be better when I have the better setup where we can actually sit down and have more than one microphone in our faces
And just
in
be
our
like,
ear.
Hey guys.
Yeah, because we'll all be like this. We'll all have one in front of us like this, and it'll be like, "Hello, this is us. This is what we're doing now." But budget.
But budget. Netflix.
But,
Late payslips.
speaking of budgets,
Budget cuts.
budget cuts. Yeah,
Budget cuts.
budget cuts to Bad Boys 3's happening.
I know.
Bad Boys,
out of the
Bad
blue.
Boys. No, but there's been rumours that kind of thing's been round the rumour mill probably for about 10 years, something like that. They'll always.
Oh, only 10 years.
No, they'll sort of do a thing, won't they, where it's like, oh, you're going to get a sequel, but then like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence put up that video
No.
of them Bad Boys Forever. I mean, Will Smith,
I've seen
Will Smith
Bad Boys,
doesn't do bad performances, he just sometimes is in unfortunate things, like Suicide Squad.
Hancock.
Oh, fucking
I
hell.
Am Legendary Bad.
I Am Legend was alright. I think it was overrated as like what it was. It was just, it was good. After Earth was a pile of shit.
Legendary Bad.
But then that's mainly
Yeah.
down to his son.
Hashtag Jaden Smith.
Hashtag, what is he doing?
He hasn't got his game on.
Are you a fan? You ain't seen Bad Boys 2?
Yeah, I haven't seen either of them.
Have you not? You ain't seen Bad Boys 2? Have you seen
No.
Point Break?
No.
Original
There's
or
loads of
remake?
films I haven't seen.
We need to. You really need Movie Club to come back.
I know, Matt, I need you to come back.
We'll start Movie Club. We'll do it.
Yeah, I do need to watch some films. You'd
do.
ask me, be like, oh, you've watched it? No. You watched this? No. I know what happens.
Alright,
in
so
it,
what
no.
we're going to do, I'm going to open this up to the
Uh-huh.
wider audience. If you tweet at Pasty Sheep with your ideas for movies that you think we should have seen by now if we haven't, like
Yeah.
if I haven't seen it or if Conor hasn't seen it, or if
Please.
Matt, when he comes back, hasn't seen it, like we'll get guests on, we'll watch the film, we'll talk about it, we'll make Movie Club for reals, bruv.
Well, like, are we just coming around every Friday night and watching it here live? Like,
Right,
as
like,
a duet?
we'll work out in the schedule. It'll be sort of like book club. We'll watch it in our own time at home.
Oh, right.
We'll come in with our thoughts of what we thought about it. You know, we'll talk about plot,
everything.
characters, etc. And
Et cetera.
like the original pitch, like book club. Like when you go around Edna's house after you've read a book, have some tea and crumpets, and talk about fucking 50 Shades of Shite or whatever.
Yeah.
You do that.
Oh, cool.
But with films that either that are favourites or that you should watch this if you have an interest in film or
Yeah.
etc.
Etc.
Unlimited rice pudding. I mean, we would do TV club, but it would just be me watching The Horns of Nine week in, week out.
No.
No.
No, it'd be me Breaking Bad. That'd be something I want to watch, but I haven't. There's loads for TV wise I want to watch. There's loads of Netflix stuff I want to watch. Like that'd be
Have you
my
watched
thing.
Daredevil yet?
Edible.
Daredevil.
Edible. I was like, what the fuck's
Fucking
edible?
Deaf bastard.
No, right. Daredevil.
I watched the first episode.
Liked it? No, you didn't like it.
That was good.
It's good. Yeah.
Like, I know it's not like fucking spectacular, but I know that it's gonna be, so I'm just sitting there, just like I can't wait.
Yeah, you're a fanboy over it.
Wilson Fiskapoos, I'm ready for the D'Onofrio. I'm ready for it.
Good old D'Onofrio.
Good old Noffers. Yeah, you need to see Bad Boys too. I can't believe. You also need to see Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. There's a lot of
Cornetto trilogy. Maybe. Yeah.
We need to
get film club going. Like, I mean,
movie club starts
next week.
now.
Next week.
We're going to record it right now. No. Yeah, well, I want to start it next week. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to commission. I'm going to make you a star, kid. See?
Pilot recording next week.
Yeah, live studio audience. Tickets available at www.pacershootthemovie.com.
Tickets giveaway on Instagram. If this video gets 20 likes,
StubHub.
we'll
sell
do a
tickets
giveaway.
to come and sit in the studio audience.
We'll do a giveaway.
Speaking of giving away, arachnids in the UK.
What was that? Arachnids in the UK. What about it?
It was a thing we talked about every Doctor episode, so we have to kind of. We're now contractually obliged to talk about theories.
Otherwise, the wibbly wobbly timey wimey spacey wacy continuing.
Well, no, the Cherry Nation estate will just take back our rights to watch Doctor Who.
No. Fuck you, Terry.
It's all about Terry.
Get that old Terry.
Fucking Terry Nation.
It's a devastation.
I just want to say the Daleks is too long of a story. There, I've said it.
Agreed.
I think you cut out like 3 episodes, and you've got a more streamlined story that I can stay awake in.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's like Edge of Destruction is really nice. Edge of Destruction is really nice coming after the Daleks, because then you're like, it's just a nice little short thing, and it's quite simple but effective.
Kind
Builds
of
up some relationships.
open interpreted as well, because it was. What happens? When I watch it, I can tell you what happens.
TARDIS big thing happens, and they.
But why does it happen? Like, what's the message of it? Like, what's? Because it's one of these where they go against each other.
TARDIS hates feminists.
They lose their mind.
Yeah, they lose a bit of memory, and they're sort of undistrusting.
They try to attack each other. Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, well."
Susan has the scissors.
Yeah, I mean that's traumatizing. Yeah.
Oh, we need more classic Who reviews.
Carol Ann Ford. Yeah.
I made up TARDIS from the initials. Yes. So, Series 11, Episode 4, Arachnids in the UK, even though it's not really the UK, it's just spiders in Sheffield.
Sheffield Steel.
Sheffield stealing the show is episode 14 of this podcast, and you can click the link below or watch in the playlist and
share it with your friends.
Yeah, share it with your friends, like, comment, subscribe.
Do all that fun
It's
jazz.
my radio presenter voice. Coming up next, we've got the weather with Conor. See you in a few.
Featuring guest appearance. No, weather presented by Matthew Berry.
So today on Toast, it's going to be sunny. I am Toast. This is Ray Bloody Purchase.
Oh no.
Have you finished Toast of London?
No, I've had no fucking time off. Literally, I've done nothing.
Right, when you get home, finish Toast of London.
Oh yeah. There's like 20 things in my Netflix queue that I'm trying to skim through.
Yeah, but like Toast of London is the quickest.
I suppose it is, yeah.
This is what, like 6-20 minutes. It's coming back this year.
Is it? I think it ended.
No, it was just sort of open-ended, because I don't think it's been on since 2017, and then Matt Berry said something about like it's going to come back in some form like this year, I think.
Oh, so it's before December the 25th then? Like before December 31st is what I meant.
Hopefully.
Like this year?
Hopefully, or like early next year. Like, I just want more toast. It's great.
You don't want more toast.
It's great.
Toast and butter, mate. It's good.
Butters. Yeah. Can we just talk about arachnids in the UK?
Yeah, go on.
Getting a bit distracted. It's not really the UK, it's just Sheffield, because, you only really see that area.
It's not really a worldwide plot, isn't it? He's just, oh look, spiders in Sheffield have come to life, and oh look, there's so many of them, and they're all doing random
and
things.
This guy's like Trump, but he's not Trump, he's just, he's
that
Robert
guy.
Downey Jr. He's just Mr. Big.
He's Tony Stark, but shit. He's
Like
just a shit Stark. He's just a
Like
shit
Kevin.
Stark. Kevin.
R.I.P. Kevin. What did you think of this episode, Conor?
Well, no, I just thought it was very meh. like very safe. A bit of a letdown.
Where does it rank for you in terms of these 4 weeks?
I'd say third. Oh, actually, the first one, second one, third one. Third one was number 1. We've made that
Obviously,
clear.
Rosa Parks is the best story ever and the
number-
only story ever.
No,
Don't
the
actually
second
hate
best
it.
then.
Really? You do second best? Well, you think this is better than Ghost Monument and the Woman Who Fell to Earth?
Ghost Monument was disappointing. Woman Who Fell to Earth was alright. I don't know. Actually, no, third best. Woman Who Fell to Earth was second best.
Really? You didn't like that?
Ghost Monument I did not like, no.
I liked the plot of Ghost Monument, I just didn't really like the execution because it was just
Yeah.
like filler.
It could have been more, but yeah, like you say,
I enjoyed it more than the first one because it was like, it felt more hooey. Whereas, you know,
I don't
the first one, I think the first one deflated me enough because it was like, they picked it up and they were like...
Sorry to cut you off. Guys, you guys can decide what I think of the rankings. Whatever I said in the previous episode, you guys can go out there,
Fact check it for me.
do a fan compilation of my previous opinions, and you guys can decide what my ranking should be. Because I change my mind every 5 minutes. I'm not reliable. So guys, if you could do that and actually get involved with the channel, we and George would be very, very appreciative.
Who are you talking to?
The microphone. Who else?
Hello, Mr.
That guy in the TV.
Oh my god, he's wearing the same clothes as you.
How could that possibly happen?
2000 yeah, I liked Ghost Monument more than Woman Who Fell to Earth. I'm just trying to remember what I've said in previous episodes. I don't want to repeat. I don't want to repeat myself. But
that's why I'm just giving it up. That's why I'm like, fuck it, you guys can decide.
But I don't want to be inconsistent.
Who wins? You decide.
So basically, because you know we felt that it wasn't terrible. Woman Who Fell to Earth was a bit of a like, well, is that it?
Anticlimactic.
Yeah.
As fuck.
A bit like, oh, is that it? After all the great marketing and all that, yeah,
the hype,
I'm ready.
And 11 seasons watching for nothing.
It's like, I'm ready, and then it was like,
That's how it felt.
But what I will say is, Ghost Monument, while it's boring, at least had a like fun premise, even though there was fight in the napkin monsters. Rosa Parks was fucking above and beyond.
I was confused in Ghost Monument though as well. Like this one, I was a bit lost, but that's because of my mum and everything, and dinner, and just me resting my fucking ass from work. But I mean, I'll give it a rewatch. I'll probably understand tonight's episode really simply. But I don't know. Ghost Monument did throw me a little bit. I thought I was just watching it just for the sake of watching it. It could have been more, but it just wasn't. Don't know. Sorry guys, just Ghost Monument let me down.
That's alright. Opinion's subjective, and we're all allowed one.
No, it just let me down.
But yeah, right, listen, I think it's sort of like just like, yeah, that was a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah, very safe. Yeah,
that happened. That was the thing. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's memorable. I don't think we're going to get to the end of the series and think, oh, this happened.
Remember that episode?
Do you remember how pivotal
Yaz's mum and her family
were in Arrakis in the UK and how much they affected the finale? Don't think we're going to be in that. No. I don't think it's going to be like that.
Oh no, the secret plot thread throughout the season was the big giant orange spider, because that orange is a secret shade of blah 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 blah, and that shade is the
Only
key to the
Doctor.
And that shade is the key to the timeless child.
There's a paint in the
of the spider. There's a certain shade of that spider.
The spider paints a
that's
picture
the plot
of the timeless child.
That's the plot.
The plot thread.
Yeah, the plot
is that
thread.
His name?
The plot arc.
Hello, Mr. Plot Fred.
No, not Fred. Is it TH? Fred.
Fred.
Like you're threading a needle.
Fred, he presents First Dates.
No.
Fred Syriacs.
Who the fuck is that? Jabroni.
Fred, you know, bald waiter Fred from First Dates.
Jabroni.
No.
No, he's just a jabroni.
He's just a jabroni. Yeah, we're all just jabronis in a way.
Who is Fred? Who is this?
Oh,
Fred?
look, an advert on my thing for Slaughterhouse Rules.
It doesn't matter if there's an advert for Slaughterhouse Rules.
It's all connected, bastards. Yeah, it felt very. It was Who, but it was like. Yeah, I didn't come out of it thinking, wow, oh my god, that was terrible. But I didn't come out of it thinking, oh my god, that's the best.
It's Planet of Spiders 2.0.
But then you can't have that kind of episode after Rosa, you can't have another because you're just going to drain everyone's mind and emotions and souls.
Continuity.
So you need it to be like, it felt more like Hot and Fun. I like Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor.
Yeah, I think she was the best in this one.
You can see her progress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she wasn't all over the place. She had one persona and she stuck with it.
Yeah, and she had some dialogue. She showed different tones. She was more fun and upbeat. Very much like I've heard people say, she's almost like a child in the way she acts when she's saying goodbye to him. Like that's almost like her Doctor's very childish. Like, oh, I guess this is goodbye. Looking at it, like looking away, looking at the floor as well, sort of like that. Oh, do you want to pull the lever together? I'll go for tea round Yaz's. That's brilliant. Do you want me to go pick up the parcel while you make your rubbish pakori?
Yeah.
Like there was, and like the Ed Sheeran line, like I like. See Ed Sheeran. Everyone talks about Ed Sheeran. Like that's nice because it's like it's upbeat, it's alien because you're like out of touch with. Oops, punch the mic. You're out of touch with social norms when you're the Doctor, and also it was weird because Robinson actually called her the Doctor. Well, not the Doctor called her Doctor. Like I don't need your opinion or something, Doctor, and it's like. Well, it doesn't feel weird.
No, exactly. Whereas before it was like, ugh.
I just like I said to you, I like how she's confused by the pronouns changing because she's still like, oh, just like she's still not used to it because it's been like thousands of years of Sir and Mister and
Master.
Him and her, him and he and all that. Now it's like she, her, and ma'am.
Mistress.
I like the. Oh fucking hell! We're down to 39%. I like.
You like?
I like how I like how we're almost sort of like they're almost trying to tease like for laughs the fucking Yaz and Doctor romance just
a little subtle pinch of pepper.
You like together and then like
that.
And I was like, I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, are we?
Which would be a like little flip on like the
script
because instead of like. I don't want Ryan and Yaz to become romantic, but I think they're going to...
No, it'd be Yaz and Ryan's sister.
No, Ryan doesn't have a sister.
Yaz's sister, Ryan
Yaz
and
Ryan's
sister.
Ryan and Yaz's sister,
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Ryan and Yaz and Ryan's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe, but Yaz got given stuff to do, which is nice because
she very needed it. Out of the three, she needed it the most.
She needed it the most because Graham's so good. I love Bradley Walsh.
He's the one-liner. He's adorable.
I love Bradders.
Good old Bradders.
Whereas
I swear, like 3 episodes ago, we were like, oh no, he's
Remember when we were all like, can Bradley Walsh actually like pull off being a Doctor Who companion?
He's the old cougar that fancies for Jodie.
And he is like the glue holding this companion family together. It's great. You get a nice development between Ryan and Graham.
Ryan Sinclair,
because he gets the letter from his dad, which we were sort of, we didn't really care about until like the 4th episode, because it was like he briefly mentions all of his family stuff at the end of episode 1, like, oh yeah, my mum died 6 years ago, my dad don't speak to me, and now my nan's dead because she fell off tentacle monster thing crane, and my granddad's Bradley Walsh. The nice, like the thing I know people moaned about, like him just sort of being like, oh, by the way, I read the thing from your dad when they're hunting the spiders, but it's nice because you sort of have to have contrasting moments like that because like you wouldn't just sort of come out and say it in like a big like thingy. It's just like a nice subtle moment, and because they're alone as well, and he's the only person that he can talk about this stuff to now because that's all the family he has left really.
We needed to see it because if it was like an off-screen moment where like Ryan and what's his name? Bradders.
Graham.
Ryan and Graham hated each other throughout all the episodes. Like Ryan was being a dick, and in episode 10 they're like, "Oh no, we're family." It would have been like, well, so we needed a moment like that.
Yeah, I just think that I don't
their
like
relationship gradually
in Ghost Monument where Ryan's just snappy towards Graham.
No,
I know talk to me. Yeah, like I know it's meant to be fresh of like his nan's dead, but it's almost sort of like you can't just sort of be that hostile to him because we know they're going to grow and they're going to think of each other's family, and you sort of like there's that nice little hint before. And because Graham's the one that interrupts the thing, didn't he? Because they're talking about it, and Graham's like, did you check the ceiling? Because it's almost like Ryan's using that to distract himself from the scary situation. Because like it's a nice, they're in a quiet room together. It's just them two, and it's like Well, who else is he going to tell? Because he can't say it to the doctor because the doctor isn't really involved. Yaz doesn't get it. Graham is realistically the only family that he has left.
I know.
And he's like, I don't like how he's not calling you proper family. That's a nice little development because despite how few adventures it's been, it obviously has an impact on how your outlook on life because you realise how
close and important everything is.
Yeah, how life is short and how
how you got to make the most of it.
Yeah, and how he might only have been married to his nan for 3 years, but he is basically family. And Graham has Ryan's best interests at heart and has always sort of been not trying to sort of father him or be sort of cuddly and protect him like his nan was, but sort of have him know that he's there looking out for him if he needs him. Sort of just back a couple
in the
of steps.
limelight.
Yeah, he's just back a bit, just waiting. When you need me, I'm here, which is nice.
Yeah, sweet. It's adorable.
And the scenes when he goes back to the house and Grace is there.
Yeah, the first one I didn't get because it was her talking and I saw her in the shadows, but I just thought that's a bit too much.
I like the visual of especially the last one where it's him looking in the mirror,
and he's
and she's there in the mirror next to him and then she's gone. Sharon D. Clarke obviously was great as I keep forgetting her name, Grace. But there's some moments where it's just a little bit less because Bradley Walsh is astonishing and he's doing a lot of that acting. You can tell what he's thinking, what he's feeling, and what he's seeing by just looking at his face. You know that he's thinking about Grace and what she's saying. That's why you sort of don't want to sort of hammer in too much her being there in flashbacks or as a ghost, saying needing to change the Hoover, which is sweet because he's thinking about all that normal stuff that he's going to have to do on his own, and that drives him to say I want to go with the Doctor because she was the one. She was the one that threw herself into that adventure in episode 1, and he was very sort of
anxious,
don't do this, we don't have this in Sheffield, let's just go home.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he's
to
keep her with him, he's going to act as if she would, and because he doesn't the sweet thing he says grief doesn't just go away. He doesn't want to just sit around waiting for grief to go away. He wants to see the world.
Yeah, no, it was good.
And Yaz wants more.
More.
The thing is, Yaz, her family's
she's still not perfect.
Her family's not really
They weren't as big as they thought they would be. Yeah, they're just very safe.
Normal, very
not
plain.
Rose, not even Tyler. Interesting.
Yeah, because at least with them you had characters. You had
they don't have a character.
She was a girl.
This family don't have a character.
Yeah.
They're just
Her mum's probably the nicest one because we spend the most time with her. And you get a sense of she cares. She's very sort of proud and doesn't want to sort of seem like she's incapable of doing stuff to her kid, which is why she doesn't tell anyone about her getting sacked by Robinson and stuff like that. So her sister's just box standard, just there you shut up, ugly bitch, sort of thing. But she
are you and Yaz dating? No, just friends.
Yeah, and they keep going
Ryan, that's good.
Ryan and Yaz dating. I think they're gonna
eventually.
I think that's gonna be the thing.
The Christmas special. That's gonna be the key to the special.
I don't want them to. I just want them to be friends.
We're gonna have River 2.0. We're going to have another character that's going to be similar to River.
I don't want another River. I've had enough of River.
Where we're going to have... if it's River, we're going to have River.
To quote, what's his face, whoever sung this song, just hold back the river. Let me look in your eyes.
Hold back the river.
So I think... I still think there's a lot for Yaz to do. I want to learn... She seems like she's going to get more focus in Please Stop Humming That Song. In the Tsurga Conundrum or however you say it, the next one. She's a
Solve the Conundrum.
Yeah, Tsurga or whatever, however you say it.
Tsurga?
Yes, TS something. Big long
Surge. What's Surge the Conundrum?
No, Tsurga. I don't know what it is.
Just read
the fucking words. Google it. Fucking hell, I don't know. I don't work for the BBC.
Well, I've heard of burgers, but what the fuck's the Surga?
Well, I don't know. You'll find out on Sunday. I don't know. Just tell me Doctor Who Series 11 fucking episodes.
Surga.
It's TSURGA.
Surga Barbershop. What the fuck is it?
Don't know. Doctor Who Series 11 episodes.
I ain't going to get the dialogue lines.
It's a fucking episode list. It'll be on Wikipedia.
I didn't know you were talking about the episode.
Oh my god!
I thought you were talking about someone said that in the episode.
No,
like, I remember they mentioned about the circuit.
Fucking absolute moron.
Mate, this is what everyone does. They talk about one thing. Because I thought you were talking about Yaz and dialogue.
I said next week. It seems like she's going to get a lot of focus in.
Yeah, she as in Yaz. So
Yes.
you talking about
Just
Yaz
as
as a person, not the episode.
Just read the fucking episode name, you bastard.
You fucking chance. The Saranga.
Saranga, yeah.
Saranga.
Yeah, Saranga conundrum or whatever it is.
Yeah, conundrum, yeah.
So
It's
it
the
seems
same
like she's
Saranga.
sort of almost focus of this weird.
Yeah, what the hell was Saranga?
This weird space base. I don't know, who says Saranga? Fucking bastard.
And then we've got
And then there's
episode 16 was of the Punjab.
Yeah.
With the new writer.
Yes.
Vinay Patel.
We need some new writers. Because Mallory Blackman smashed it with Rosa.
She did.
I want sort of that kind of focus because a lot of it was on Ryan in episode 1 and then Graham and the Doctor. Like, they've all got a lot of focus in these 4 episodes.
Which is great.
But Yaz has felt like the most useless. Like, even in Rosa, where she helps, but she doesn't really do much.
No. Oh, yeah, no, she definitely doesn't do much.
Definitely does the least. Like, I want her, I think that's, like people have said, it's the problem with having so many companions, is that you can't focus on everyone.
No.
But
There's always going to be an adric in the TARDIS script. It's always going to be
I really want Yaz to succeed. I really wanted to, and I really thought this was going to be the one where it's like, Yaz's home life, we get who she is as a character, but you just... She even does the thing again, like the line from Ghost Money, where my family drives me bananas. It's like, no!
You drive us bananas, Yaz. You do.
It's like, have some fucking character development and thought. Like, have some independent thought as a character.
Oh no, just got some expositionary dialogue.
That was a lot of it, wasn't it?
Repetition, I can't develop because Chibnall hasn't written me a good script. Like, say the same old shit from
I've said it once, I said it 1,000 times. I just want someone other than Chibnall to write. Because when Mallory Blackman and
Chibnall did it.
Yeah, but you can tell that was like 99% was her, and he was just like filling in the detail of like vortex manipulator and stuff like that. He was weaving it into the Doctor Who world. She wrote the story as an author. Like, there's times where it's just because we've complained about fucking stodgy dialogue and how sticky it is, and it's just sort of sometimes it's a bit like, no, like you cut that line out, you sort of you can move past that. Like, there's a lot of lines where, like you say, it's very sort of exposition and just explaining things to the audience. It's like kids who it's mainly aimed at this year. They're not stupid. Like,
no, they should get it.
If you imply something, they'll draw their own conclusion and get there themselves. Like, they'll know.
That's the definition of creativity.
I think she's like tracking the bombs through my phone because she reprogrammed it. Like, why? Where did you get that opinion from, Ryan? Like,
yeah, that was questionable. It was very questionable.
Yeah,
how he knew that.
Yeah, like there's so much dialogue that's just a bit like, you just fine tune that or cut it out or give it to someone else. You can just.
Look, in Series 11 box set, we're going to get the deleted extended scenes.
We're going to get Chibnall like doing the interview of like, this is what I wanted to do for Capaldi.
We're going to get reshoots. Deleted extended scenes in that.
It's like, I get this is his first series, but RTD wrote loads of episodes in Series 1.
And they're all
good. Fucking amazing. Like, even like the ones that you can say have aged badly and aren't really like fucking Aliens in London and World War 3. It's still some of the most fun you will have with characters, because everyone, like, no one says anything really that stupid and sort of out of place, but there is a lot of that, especially in, well, let's not count like Rosa, like it's in the 3 that he's written, like Monument, Woman Who Fell to Earth, and this Arachnids. Like, there is a lot where it's almost like you just need one more thing, and then it's like there. It's like he needs to fine tune himself.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to be waiting until Series 12 for him to be like, I've got the problem. Yeah. I've solved how to write
the conundrum. Yeah.
But then that's also the problem with him not having written a Doctor episode since 2012. Like,
what was the last one? Power of 3?
Yeah.
Oh well, okay.
Like, I get why he's a strong choice for showrunner because of Broadchurch and that, but for having someone who's not involved in the show recently, like Toby Whithouse for me would have been, because he was well, not ideal, but he was, even though less involved than he like was earlier on, like towards the end of the Capaldi years, like he wrote episodes and that. Like he was still sort of like throughout that run of RTD Moffat, like he was like dotted about, and like he would have, because he would have still been probably not liked what stuff had happened, but still would have been connected to that pulse of the show, and maybe would have
made it more Doctor Who-y,
or like would have been just been able to sort of like make a fucking story flow and like able to write a Doctor, because having not written since Matt Smith like 6 years ago, that's
quite a change.
Well, it's like, I think it's like you've got to sort of almost learn to do it again, really, isn't it? Sort of like by coming back in and sort of like, well, I haven't written in 6 years. Let's sort of, you've got to sort of go through all the variables and all the extremes of a story before you're like, this is how I want to write this Doctor.
Yeah.
Not to say I've got anything against Chibnall because of the stuff, the changes he's made for the secrecy and like the production value
as
of the show overall. It's
like we keep saying,
visually
is the best it's ever looked.
Oh.
Effects and CGI, colours.
The title scene.
I just can't wait for it in 4K.
Everything that is on it looks gorgeous. It's just, it's no point in it looking amazing if sometimes it's just
the content.
Sometimes the story's just not.
It's like looking at the front cover of a book. It looks good, but then when you actually read the pages and the story,
like,
it's a bit questionable. It's a bit anticlimactic. It could have been more.
Like, they're not bad, they're not terrible. It's just like you need that push. You need to either have the balls to not play it safe, which he seems to be playing it back to basics safe, and then build up and like spread out, which is very Pertwee-esque and very Series 1-y, of like strip it back to the bare bones.
And it might work later on.
Yeah, in the long run.
It will,
But Doctor Who's been back on the air for 14 years.
Yes.
Nearly. So you have to... You have to sort of, like, even though Moffat got a lot of things wrong, at least he took risks in the beginning. He was very sort of like, well, this is where we're going to go with it. Let's throw him in this direction. Let's do like that. Russell would always sort of like build up to big like apocalyptic events. There would be sort of a sense of a story that was leading to something. Whereas just instead of just like sort of like splattered adventures that like we don't know if they're adding up. But I just want him to fine tune it, and I want it to be good.
Exactly, yeah.
And plus, there's less episodes this year, so it's not like they've got. With Russell, they're making 13, and he wrote like about 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, because he's still writing about.
I think he's writing 6.
Something like he's written most of them.
He's writing 5 or 6.
Yeah, 7, 8 are different. I think 10 he is.
10 he's writing.
7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, and 9 all different.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe. So yeah, we just got to get to episode 6, and then it will all be different.
Things, yeah, I think
that'll be when it tests. That's when it will really be tested and see if it will work like fully without him or not.
Well, I think it did when we got them
with the one-off episode. Yeah, that's just one. I was saying this.
We needed more again. Yeah.
Yeah, this will be the real.
Nice little run without him.
Yeah. Consistent run. Yeah.
And then have him write the Christmas special if it's actually at Christmas, or
is he writing? Is anyone writing the special?
Well, they've got Jamie. I think Jamie Childs is directing it. That's the thing, but they haven't said who's writing it, and they haven't said if it's still at Christmas or not yet. So, and they haven't said whether Series 12's in 2019 or 2020. They need to just sort it out.
Wayne Yip. Who's Wayne Yip? He's the director. He's directing the special.
Oh, I thought it was. Jamie Charles is directing the finale because he directed the first 2.
And number 9.
Yeah.
Number
9.
And number 6.
Mark thingy that did Mark Tondre or whatever his name is. Who did
somewhere else?
Did he do episode 2 and 3?
Tondre, 2 and 3. Yeah, 2 and 3.
Yeah, he was really good. A lot of close-ups, but yeah, you can't fault him for what he's done quality-wise. It's just I want the story to live up to how it is.
There's more.
Because we're finally at a point where, like before we had like crap story, didn't really look that impressive, but now we're like, looks bloody amazing. Just want the story to, now that they've worked on that and they've got that.
The foundation.
Now just have him focus more as a writer instead of a showrunner. Have him be more focused on getting his stories of a high quality, and then he'll be back to competing with the likes of
RTD
RTD era,
yeah.
where, you know, we joke about it, but it was everywhere. Like, it wasn't just on television, it was books, it was games, it was toys, it was like, you didn't get any of that for the couple of years.
No.
Because they changed the figures to the tiny ones, they didn't sell as much merchandise, like, the merchandise available gradually got smaller and smaller and smaller. But you can get to that height, because I don't think Doctor Who's best days are behind it.
I hope not, no.
I hope not, but the longer you wait, the more you're like, oh, remember the RTD era? Yeah, it was cheesy and camp, and John Barrowman was in it a lot, but my God, it was fun.
Exactly, yeah.
Because he left them wanting more.
Still to this day.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, so
please come back, John. Please come back.
Oh, I'd love him to play off Jodie Whittaker.
He'll be the Christmas special.
What, like John Barrowman just turns up as John Barrowman instead of Jack Harkness? Yeah. Just plays himself, just dressed up as like Annie or something, just singing.
But then you'll be, it'll be John Barrowman, and then it'll be Captain Jack from the future or something. And this will be how he becomes the face of Burr, and you actually see him turn to the face.
I like that as a throwaway line, just like, oh yeah, they call me the face of Burr. Bye.
Yeah, that was bye. Yeah.
Bye, I'm the face of Burr.
And they're like, holy shit, what?
Just like John Barrowman, big head in jar.
Just
if Face of Burr looked more like John Barrowman, like,
then yeah, but he don't.
But if RTD had like planned that far ahead, like make this massive head in a jar look slightly like John Barrowman, it will pay off in 2007.
Yeah, exactly. But he kind of.
I just want to watch Torchwood. Like, that's my next thing that I want to buy is all of Torchwood.
Let's have a look.
It's like 40, 50 quid, isn't it? Like for the whole thing on Blu-ray.
Oh no, because it was.
I can get 25 for like all of Sarah Jane, but I want Sarah Jane on Blu-ray.
Yeah, but they are.
What would you give the old Arachnids though? I'd probably give it a 6.
7.
It's like above average. Like we said, it's not crap. It's
just could have been more.
It's just that was
Yaz's family could have been more.
There wasn't really any personalities in there.
No.
It was just sort of, this is mum, this is dad, this is sister, this is Yaz. I want more. Like to quote Yaz, I want more.
I want more. Yeah, that
was stupidly cringy. Just like, I want, like, Bradley Walsh is like, yeah, I want to not feel grief and I want to get out there and see the world.
Which you can
just
get
waiting for it. And you're like, yeah. And Ryan's like, do you really think I want to be wasting my life working in the warehouse? And you're like, yeah. And then Gus is like, I want more.
Not for no reason, just I want more. It's like, for fuck's sake.
She just said, but like, I get what she means. Like, she should have just been more like, yeah, like, I don't get any satisfaction out of my job. I want to do dangerous.
My family annoy me. My little sister is a little shit. My daddy, well, who's my dad? I don't even know.
She should have been like, yeah, my job, like, because she like, that's the thing you get from her is like, she's unfulfilled in her job. She'd have been like, I don't get that sense of adventure anymore here. Like I had, like, I want that again. Like, if she'd have been more like that, because she's obviously lost her passion for the Force by being put on mundane things. If she wants to see the world, she wants to see more of it.
The Force. Yeah, he wants to become a Jedi Knight.
I want to become a Jedi Knight like my father. Yeah, 6 out of 10. You'd rate it 7. It's good. Probably won't remember it. I mean, when we get back to the box set and binge the series, it's going to be the ones that's like, yeah, I can sit through it.
I'll remember it, I think.
But coming off the Rosary is a bit of a, let's just sort of piss around. We can't really have another deep and meaningful one. But I'm looking forward to the Salem, the bloody witch one, the Witch Hunters.
Episode 9.
Episode 9, that sounds great. I'm excited.
Carrier Knights.
Oh, imagine. I'm bringing back the Carrier Knights.
I can only imagine.
I can only imagine the end of this podcast, because that's what we've reached.
Have we?
Yes. It's been like hour 30. I think that's
reasonable. Yeah.
It's a good place to wrap it up. Conor, where can the lovely people find you?
On Facebook now, at this address.
This phone.
On this Facebook page at
Conor Esser. On
this Twitter page at.
So you're Conor Esser on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, PastyCon. Yeah, I got that. I'm PastyCon on Twitter.
Oh, are you at PastyCon?
Yeah, at Pasty, because it was the other way around before. But at PastyCon.
That's cool.
Yeah, just Conor Esser on Facebook. I mean, just
if you see him in the street, he will just tell you to subscribe.
Yeah.
So
please, because I got told off last week, clearly. But yeah, I'm
you've done
doing
a
the word.
No, you're getting there.
I'm getting a picture next. I need a photo.
That's next week.
next week. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for Conor S's face.
Worldwide.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on the socials down below in the description.
Who knows? Maybe Instagram tomorrow.
What, you?
No.
You don't
get
know.
more. Go get some more. I don't know.
To be fair, keep pushing.
All for this.
Just if anyone listening to this knows of any people who would love to listen to us witter on about random bollocks, share it.
Send them our way.
Just get them to send them over to us and we'll sort them right out. Yeah, like the Facebook page, Pasty Sheep, like everything's in the thing below.
Follow us on Twitter.
Twitter at Pasty Sheep, Instagram as well, Pasty Sheep, twitch.tv/Pasty Sheep. All the socials down below in the description. I copy and paste it every week.
Because he's lazy. He doesn't type it out like a real man. But hey.
Because if I've done it once, why did I do it again? It's just fucking wasting my out. We want some. This is our goal now. The new era has begun. We will be out on time and we will be on iTunes, hopefully.
By when's the explanation, George?
I don't know, maybe we'll give it... We'll say by hopefully episode 20 we want to be at that point where every file's on SoundCloud and we can do the thing of getting it on iTunes. That's where Ideal World... That's Ideal World, so... Ideal World is actually, like QVC, but, a bit shitter. Email nerdbiblecontact@gmail.com. Conor's going to pressure all of his friends into doing it. I'm going to pressure all of people that I know because I have no friends and I'm actually quite lonely and sad inside.
So
emails, get involved. We want more, as the audience grows, we want some interaction with you.
Please, or just interact with each other. You can just ignore us.
Or just throw a brick through my window with a note attached. That's old-fashioned, but it's
something.
Yeah,
it's something.
Yep, so nobiblecontact@gmail.com, at Pasty Sheep on the socials in the description below. Conor
Pastycon.
At Pastycon.
Pastycon.
And I'm just George. I'm not pasty, but I am in real life.
Believe it or not, folks.
So that's how I keep the continuity, because that's how I came up with a fucking name. Until next time, it's 17. So this is 4 months, Conor.
I know!
Congratulations.
And I'm somehow still employed and not wanting to do this anymore. I'm still here.
Would you hate this?
Well,
in a way.
You could say.
You could say that you've outlasted Matt.
I kind of have.
Yeah.
I mean,
he'll be back.
That's an achievement.
Matt, if you're listening to this.
How many games score, though?
Well, I don't know.
For the achievement?
40.
40, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. 40G.
Yeah. 80G if you make it to 100.
Why not 100G for 100?
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So Matt, if you're out there, miss you, buddy.
Please come back.
Come back when you're ready. Come back soon.
Yeah, when you're out of rehab.
Come back.
I don't know. What did you say he was on?
He's just sorting his life out.
Medical leave, was it?
He's on he's on medical leave.
Rehab.
Exactly. This has been episode 17 of No Bubble One. Of the Bible podcast. We'll see you next week. Hopefully. I don't know.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my dears.
Bye.